Okay, so you've been on a really good ride with Mummy and Daddy, but now your bike's all dirty. How are you going to clean it? I'm going to show you. What you're going to need is a nice long garden hose with a nozzle, some pink cleaner, a little brush and a sponge, and something to fill up with water like a bucket or maybe your wheelbarrow. What we're going to do first is fill up our little wheelbarrow. Okay, so we've got our little bucket full of water. What we need to do now is just to dampen down the bike. This is your bit. Ready? Go! Go! Hose that bike down. Make it nice and wet. Froggies like water. Next stage is to use our pink cleaner. This is kind of like soap, so it's going to be all nice and frothy on your bike. Should we spray it on? Yeah. Stand back. The cleaner we're using is environmentally friendly, so it won't harm any creatures or plants or anything. Okay, next stage we need to sponge the bike down. So for this, we're going to need to pull up our sleeves. Pull up your sleeves. We get our sponge, dip it in the water, dip the sponge, and wash the bike. Clean your handlebars. Whilst Ellie continues to sponge the bike down, I'm going for a cup of tea. So once we've finished sponging down the bike, now we need to rinse off. So we're going to get the hose again. Stand back. Now a couple of things that you'll notice that I'm doing. I'm just using a very gentle hose. Please don't use a jet wash. And also, when you direct the water at the bike, make sure that you don't go right in to the bearing areas. That's not very good for the ball bearings. We can play a really fun game as well. See how fast we can get our pedals to spin. Now that we've got the bike all nice and clean, we're just going to give it a little bit of a wipe off and a spray down with a water disbursement oil. This oil you try not to get on your brakes, so just a little bit of on the cloth, and then we're going to wipe it over. Is your bike clean enough for you? Yeah. Cleaned the bike, we've wiped it down with a little bit of water displacement. What we need to do is stop the chain from rusting. So we're going to use the standard oil. And we're just going to pedal backwards with a tiny amount of oil on the chain. And it's that simple.